This is the EMR Class 360, aka the Luton Airport Express, and in today's video we'll be heading to Luton Airport on these old trains. We'll be checking out everything from the seating, to the toilets, to even the littlest of details embedded within this train. So join me as I check out how a new life for this old train is treating it. Hello there, today you find me at St Pancras International Station, where today I'll be travelling to Luton Airport with EMR. But before we do any of that, let's do a little rundown of the station and its history. The station opened in 1868 for the Midland Main Line, with Eurostar services starting in 2007 and Thameslink services starting in the low-level platforms in 2007 as well. And finally, in 2009, Southeastern high-speed services started operating from this station. The best part of the station is the roof, which is why I think it's the best station in London. It was designed by William Barlow, which spans 75 metres. In terms of facilities, there are several, as you can see, mostly with it being luxury brand stores. However, there are restaurants and fast food places, as well as toilets and a ticket office. Speaking of tickets, we still need to collect ours, which you can do at one of the many ticket machines dotted around the station. As we head to our platform, we can catch a glimpse of a Eurostar service bound for Europe. If you'd like to see a video of these, then be sure to subscribe to not miss out on future videos. Also, I'd like to apologise for the lack of uploads. I went on holiday 2 weeks ago, and then when I got back my PC broke. However, expect more videos to be uploaded soon. As we approached the platforms, we had to stand in a certain line depending on where we were headed. I'm not too sure if this was due to how busy it was, or the Thameslink diversions to these platforms. After passing through the ticket gates, we get to take a look at what train will be taking us to Luton Airport today, which will be none other than the revived EMR Class 360 Desiro. Now why exactly do I say revived? The Class 360 was built by Siemens back in 2003, so you may assume that these trains have been with EMR for a long time. However, they first entered service with Greater Anglia and Heathrow Connect back in 2004. These units were used as a slower alternative to the Heathrow Express back then, before being withdrawn from service in 2020 as Elizabeth Line prepared to start services. EMR took on these units and advertised them under the EMR Connect and the Luton Airport Express branding, as it both goes non-stop to Luton from London, but also stops at stations that the intercity services don't call at. EMR is the only operator to use these units now, as they run services down the Midland Main Line from London to Corby. Since there is no reserved seating on these services, we will take a seat here in this 3x2 bay without a table. We depart St Pancras on time. The journey to Luton Airport Parkway will take 22 minutes as we cover 30 miles at a top speed of 110 miles per hour. For this journey, I booked a week in advance using a 16 to 25 rail card, which ended up costing me a whopping £7.05, which is a bargain if you ask me. Now then, let's take a look at today's route. We'll speed north on the Midland Main Line and make our first stop at Luton Airport Parkway. However, the journey just doesn't end there, as we head to Luton Airport using the DART service, which is included in the price of our ticket. The first part of the journey will see us speeding past the local Thameslink stations, such as here at West Hampstead Thameslink. Let's take a look at the seats, which haven't been changed from the original Greater Anglia maquette. The seat itself was very comfortable, along with the headrest itself. The lack of a table gives us a lot more legroom than normal, and unfortunately for a modern train there are no plug sockets at all. To finish it off, we have the overhead luggage area, which is especially needed for this type of service. The increase in greenery means we have finally left London. However, due to the terrible window alignment, I wasn't able to see most of it. This is a common issue I see on most modern UK trains nowadays. As I enjoy my meal deal, we travel at a leisurely pace of about 66 miles per hour on average. One nifty little detail I noticed was this little map showcasing the EMR Connect route. It even shows the route of the DART to Luton Airport. Now then, let's take a look at the toilets. It was decently clean with a few puddle stains on the floor. As you can see, This sign says that this train uses sensors for everything, so let's see if it all works. This is also the first time I've seen a shaver's port on a train toilet. I don't imagine many people use that. The tap water wasn't working, even after putting my hand directly under the sensor. The dryer was working, and for the soap, it was in a bottle, which is very odd. I'm assuming this water bottle was a substitute for the broken tap. Overall, not a good look, EMR. While there hasn't been much of a change on these trains, EMR has announced a refurbishment program which will see new seats similar to their Class 810 units, but the introduction of a proper first class and standard class will shortly be arriving into Luton Airport Parkway, so it's time I give my conclusion on today's trip. Honestly, I'm not impressed with these units. While they serve as a nostalgic comeback for trains I used to ride, they've fallen into disarray, with there being no plug sockets, a lack of proper dedicated luggage spaces, and broken toilets. The only thing saving this service is the comfortable seats and the cheap prices. I'm hoping that this refurbishment fixes all these issues and provides a better service to passengers that commute in and out of London on these trains regularly. If you want to see a video when these units get refurbished, then be sure to subscribe. Also be sure to join my Discord and follow my Instagram. You can find a link to those in the description down below. And after 22 minutes we arrive at Luton Airport Parkway. Time to change on to the Luton Dart. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.